Yo, so what's going on, guys? It is Pony. It's been a while since I did a Call of Duty commentary. I'm going to try to get back onto a more routine basis as I missed fourth shot finally counted. As you guys can tell, I'm really not that great of a sniper. I'm actually a very good sniper, and you're not going to find out about that from this gameplay, and it's because it takes me a little while to get my mojo back, if you know what I'm talking about, because I like to play with all these different random guns, and, that's why I'm hard-scoping and shit right now, because, oh no, opponent has the hard scopes. I know what it's like. I mean, it's quick scope or get the fuck out in this community, and I could be playing a lot quicker and a lot faster than what I am right now, but in all honesty, I'm not comfortable with these skills, because I really haven't taken too much time to snipe in Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 2, hell yeah. I haven't taken too much time at all to try to go about doing so in Modern Warfare 3, so I'm not comfortable with my skills. Therefore, some of these gameplays from here on out, such as Modern Warfare 3 snipers and maybe one or two of the shotguns, may be a little bit more slower paced than what you're used to from me, but it's only because I'm not comfortable with them. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what I need to do or anything like that, but I am here to let you guys know that we'll pick up pace with some of the shotguns, some of the snipers will be, and I am also doing the machine pistols as well. I'm not doing the actual normal pistols and stuff like that, like the deagles and whatnot, because, well, it's basically just going to be me doing the same damn thing, akimbo wielding them, running around, so I thought that'd be stupid as shit. And so we will do the machine pistols for those of you that are actually following around and actually still posting some of the video responses. But in the meantime, let's skip all that random jibber jabber. But I've been following, because I haven't been playing Modern Warfare 3. If I play anything, it's Modern Warfare 2 or something recently. So I haven't been playing this, and I've been hearing all these things and bowling, and all these people are like, yeah, man, we're patching this, we're patching that, we're patching this hole in my fucking raft, we're patching everything. I'm like, first off, there shouldn't be that many problems. Second off, they're patching these things, but they're fucking up even worse. So, what happened is they, just a few days ago, they patched the machine pistols or whatever, to make them, what was it? They nerfed them, supposedly. Like the FMG9s and MP9s and all of them together. Basically, when you have them akimbo wielded, they nerfed the damage or the rate of fire or whatever was supposed to be done. So that's what he released when he said, yeah, so all this stuff's weaker now. And I'm like, oh shit, for real? I might come back and play this game. Did they actually fixing some of the things I disliked? And then I get on and I find my guys in Method Gaming, Boo, and Drifter, and all these guys like, yo, by the way, you know how he said he nerfed the guns? He made them stronger. I'm like, what? How do you do the exact opposite of what you claimed? Yeah, man, I'm amazing at sex. No, dude, you're horrible. I mean, how do you just completely go behind what you said? You seem like an ass when that happens. It's like that time. Have you seen that clip of Robert Bowling at the thing where he's like, yeah, fuck second chance, fuck last stand, it's gone, and it's back again. It's just how often can you contradict what you're saying? And so what happened is they made the gun stronger. Like, all of the akimbo weapons shoot 25% faster than usual, except for, I think, like the MP9, which is 50% faster. I'm like, holy shit, that's a major buff. It makes them even worse. And then the next one is after they tried to fix that, then it got to the point where every single wielded pistol, like the Deagle or something like that, or the Magnums or something, are a one-shot kill to the foot. So they fucked up and put a random mark in the foot where it's a one-shot kill. And I'm sorry, that's making me laugh, You try to fix something, and in turn, you fucking create global warming or something. So it's like, you really, really do mess up trying to fix things. And I thought that was extremely hilarious to me because, that's a mistake. People try to do that shit all the time. Like mechanics and stuff like that. People try to fix things and something else goes wrong. It's just how life is. Marriage, everything's crazy like that. But anyways, random shit aside, that's my Call of Duty speech for the day. And I got riot shielded to end my Juggernaut. You know how embarrassing that is? Oh my god, that's sad. That is so sad. But anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys about pets. You guys are like, what do you mean pets? I'm like here soon, me and Amanda are going to be trying to have a kid, so keep that into consideration. An animal, a pet that is good with children, so no dragons or fucking rhinos and shit. So I'm wanting to get a pet. We're going to have kids hopefully soon. We're going to be getting our own place, so on and so forth. So we're going to want a nice little family pet. And I'm going to throw you this mix in there, and I want you guys to suggest to me what do you think would be the ideal pet, because, things change as you get older. When you're a kid, you're like, yeah, man, I want fucking geckos and geckos on top of geckos. Fucking smart. And you're like, you just want some crazy, crazy animals, You want some weird, exotic type bird or something. So, it started off as a kid, I wanted all these random things. And to this day, I still want some of these cool little creatures, For years, I've wanted, just some of the simple animals. I've wanted a chinchilla, a ferret, a Victoria's Secret angel. I mean, I've always wanted these random things to keep me company. And, to be like, yeah, man, I got a fucking chinchilla. They're like, what's a chinchilla? It's like a rat thing, but it jumps and fucking rolls in sand and shit. And so there's all these pets that I've always wanted, just to be able to have something, a responsibility outside of my own life. You know what I mean? It's just something I wanted to do, and now we're getting older, we're wanting a family. It's looking like we may end up getting like some sort of a dog. For the reason being is I prefer cats. I've always been a dog guy. I've done animal rescues my entire life. Don't know if you guys know about that, but I might talk about that if I got enough time. But I love cats. Cats growing on me. I was always like one of those diehard guys. You know how people are with like Call of Duty and Battlefield? Like, yeah, man, Call of Duty or die. Fuck Battlefield. I was that way with dogs and cats. I was like, fuck cats. I'll step on their tail, punch them, fucking drown them. And I would always be like, cats are like the worst thing in the world. And some of those dog fans are really like that. Like, cats are like lesser beings or something. And my mom ended up, for one of her exes, she ended up buying a cat for him. I'm like, really? You're going to bring that pussy in here? And I'm sitting there thinking, like, oh, wow, really? And it grew on me. The thing, I'd walk in the door from school and it'd be like trying to climb up my leg, and it really took a lot for me to not want to, field goal that bitch. But in all honesty, it looked cute, and it was declawed and deballed in the same day, so you gotta feel pity for it. When you lose your balls and your hands in the same day, that's something else. It's something else, man. So it was a cool creature, and it grew on me, and I started to realize that these things, they give you your space. They don't bark. They don't shit in the house. These things are fucking, they're self-maintenance. They take care of themselves. And I really liked the cats. Now, Amanda's terrified of them, so we'll never be able to have a cat. She gets freaked out by them, spazzes out. She'll cry if one gets close to her. She's got a really crazy fear about them, and, that's okay. I mean, that's fine. I prefer a cat, but I can handle the dog. But I got to think what's good with a dog. She likes big-ass dogs, like fucking mastiffs and stuff. I'm like, baby, we're going to have a baby. You realize if, this Great Dane backs his ass up on the couch, it's going to just smother the kid, right? So some of these dogs accidentally are unaware of their size, and they can actually hurt or injure, or even worse, to a baby. And with that being said, we're trying to find the ideal dog, and I'm kind of thinking about a puggle. If you don't know what that is, it's like a pug and I think a beagle mix or something. I don't know. And that's just what it is one thing that I've been looking at, because I'm wanting a somewhat small dog, but those dogs can be great. They could be hyper, they could be crazy, and I've been around my fair share of breeds, anything from pit bulls, Rottweilers, especially some of the more the ones that have the background, such as like vicious, dangerous animals. I grew up in a very bad neighborhood where there are like nonstop dog fights and shit like that. So I've had my fair share of trying to escape and even kill other dogs. Self-defense. I wouldn't do that for a hobby. And I grew up in a very bad neighborhood, and there'd be dogs that would be out in the streets all the time. Pit bulls and shit like that, and they would just straight attack people up on just to do so. And so I've dealt with my fair share of animal rescues and saving these dogs that were emaciated and starved and beaten and bruised and scars and matted fur and everything like that. So I've probably, with the period of me growing up from a kid up until now, we've probably had over 500 different dogs in our house. And my mom's put a fortune in dog food and stuff like that. So one thing that I do know how to handle, and I understand the nature and everything like that. Any dog would be nice. It's wrong that pit bulls have the background and the experience that they're vicious animals. It's the owners that make them wait. And so in all honesty, I wouldn't mind having something like a pit bull. I mean, they're great, they're fun, especially if you get a nice little healthy one. I don't like the fucking diesel pit bulls. I like the fluffy little puppy ones, the ones that they still have their tail and they're not crazy. I just like to have, a decent-sized, energetic one. It's going to be great with the kids when he gets old enough. I'd like to raise one from puppies. So list down some cool ones. I mean, maybe you guys have animals of your own that you really do like, so nothing crazy like crocodiles or fucking like that, nothing like that. So if you guys have any pets or possibly dogs that you like that you've grown up with, like your best friend or something like that, list down the breed down below so I can research them a little bit. I mean, like I said, I've dealt with my fair share of anything, but some of the smaller breeds, I tell you what, they're not meant for a dog fight, so I didn't really run into too many Maltese and poodles around my neighborhood. So if there are any, family-friendly small dogs or anything like that that you guys can think of that are great breeds that you've experienced, he just got care package. If you got, yeah, I went to sled, and then I come up here and take his shit. So I just thought that was hilarious. So, anyways, if you guys have any animals like that you guys really do enjoy having and having fun with and, all that good stuff, let me know down below, because that really, really would mean a lot to me, because that's something we're going to be looking into soon. And like I said, I've only experienced rescues. I've never had to actually, adopt a dog. We've kept a couple of our rescues that were, fucked up beyond all repair. And, we've held onto a lot of dogs, mainly boxers. That's my mom's favorite. And, so I've had my fair share of that. My childhood dog was Bandit. He was an American Bull pit mix, and we rescued him because they were going to put him down just because he had those in him. Some places do that. So But anyways, guys, remember to rate up the video. Look forward to the next Juggernaut with every gun show here in a couple days, guys. So thanks for watching. Peace out, guys. Get it.